They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. This defense for the Bears, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Flushed out, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Chris Barnes. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw here, Herbert. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. That's returnable now for Smith. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And the Bears take over. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Flush to his right. And this one is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete. They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw is Fields. Eluding the pressure right. This is Hillman with him. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And some space to move right away as he's all the way up to the 30. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. From the 30 on 2nd down, Fields is going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Bears have taken the early lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Charger drive about to get going. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Here's Smith to return it. Good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Off play action, Fields. Escaping the pressure right. Again, that's Hurst. And he's brought down.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
And he gets it down to the 32. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. Fields now to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Osborne. Now a first down throw, Fields. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Osborne. Touchdown, Bears! A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bears will extend their lead. Santos with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, that he opted for the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Rolling to his right. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. On second down, Eckler. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. From the 39, Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They'll give him 4 yards there. And just like that, it's third down. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he's got some space here. And he takes this all the way down to the Bears' 26. 40 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Play action. It's Herbert. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. They get him that time thanks to the safety blitz as he sank for a loss of 4. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And yep, indeed, the flag is out. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. Oh, ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield.
We ought to come up with a T-shirt and sell it that says, no indecision on 3rd and 1. And we didn't see it on that run, did we? Got his shoulders square, just got right into the line of scrimmage and picked it up.
Absolutely. Picked his lane, went with it, and converted. From the 50, here's Herbert. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Herbert. And brought in by the tight end Cook.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
A final shot before the break for Herbert. Flushed out right. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. One play action. Fields. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Chargers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the 1st down. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough, and it'll be 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Fields. He finds his man. Complete. It's Osborne. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game as the Bears push further out in front.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Charger drive about to get going. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. They started on the ground with Eckler. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From the 24, Herbert will drop this one off to Eckler. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. Now it's Herbert. He sets to fire deep. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Chargers. Jalen Guyton, 76 yards. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will be cut down to 14.
After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
Flush to his right. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. He was out there waving his arms, and when you get a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he has got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
Fields on 1st down.
He finds his man, complete. It's Osborne. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing again is Fields. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A great effort there. 33 yards. And the Bears will add on to their lead. Santos now to add the PAT. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Charger drive about to get going. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here's Herbert. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Herbert now. Caught left side, Williams. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood.
It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. 4th down for Herbert. Desperation time. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. 1st down, a run with Cohen. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there. And I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory. And as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, It's real hard to put it back on and mash it because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think he may want to keep them cranking high right here.
Now it's Hunt. Shedding the tackle. This is where, fourth quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively, kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
Well, you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering whether they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Second down, here's an option right. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. He's able to call his own number for 8 that time, but it leaves him with a 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Tariq Cohen taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bears are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 up to the 33. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down, it caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Herbert. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. This is swung out to Eckler. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the 1st. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is. So make it 2 missed field goals for him now, but I have the sense, given that distance, you could probably forgive him here on this one.
Yeah, this is out of the range of just about anybody on planet Earth except probably you, partner. But you just got to drive it out low and hope that somehow you hit it absolutely perfect. but no real chance for this one to go through.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. They'll run. This is Hunt. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
Brandon, you know how we talk about having wrinkles in a game plan? That was a fold right there. How about that play? Being able to change things up. You think anyone else on the team's going to get the ball, and in that situation, they surprise everyone and give it to their big guy.
That one looks like he'll throw here. They'll roll him out right. That's the tight end Hurst with it. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Fields. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to get the football here at their own 23. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big